all alone. Now you're not.
Hey, buddy.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Tom. I'm doing good. It's cold here. It was 35 degrees this morning. I have my cactus outside. I have a huge cactus outside. I got to bring that cactus in or it's going to die. I've already killed one cactus. I killed a cactus that we brought back from Italy, and now we have it no longer. So I'm sad about it.
Wow.
Look at Ron Jordan. Look at Ron Jordan popping up so early.
Good morning,
Ron Jordan, good morning to you, sir. Ron Jordan, grateful for I'm gonna share some more gratitude. But Ron Jordan, I'm grateful for your energy. I'm grateful for your wife's energy. I'm grateful for your daughter's energy that she shares on the soccer field. Your family is just an amazing family. I always love talking with all you guys. I had an exchange with Alyssa yesterday, which I thought was very fruitful in its own ways. I loved it. But I love you, John.
Nice.
I love you guys all together. So that's what I want to say.
Yeah, that's a family right there. That's a stand-up family.
Oh, it is a stand-up family. It is a family of just incredible people.
Morning, guys.
What's going on with your camera there? A little messy?
It's fuzzy.
It's all those sun rays behind you.
I know.
Can't handle
whatever the crap is on here. There we go. That's better.
Oh, yeah.
I had a really good question I wanted to say. I wanted to ask, and now I don't have it. That's okay, though. But I'm saying out loud so I can try and jog my memory. But that's okay. You know what? Today's meditation, today's reading, who said this? Did you say something in terms of today's reading yesterday, Dom? Butler.
I referenced myself as a butler, but I think Blaze did too. A little bummed that Blaze isn't going to be here today because he is our resident chauffeur of children. So maybe this one hits too hard for him, so he had to pass on speaking about it.
Oh man, you know what? I'm just realizing. Not that I didn't know this. This is what I love about us. I usually just sit in the mirror and I tell myself all the things I love about myself. But I'm gonna now share with you guys what I love about you, about us together, is that we're all in different environments, and more urban environment. You're in Southern California by the beach. Blaze is definitely more rural up in New York. Jason, you're in Colorado, but you have to drive to all these places. I don't have to drive many of those places. So today's meditation really resonated with me, but not in the way of a chauffeur, because I'm not really driving my kids around all that much, to be honest. But you guys are going to have a completely different view on this, which I'm really excited for now that I'm thinking about it. So I definitely think it's good. David, what's going on, man? He's having a hard morning. David spilled some coffee on the couch. On our couch? Did you spill it on our couch, David? Because we don't invite people to spill coffee on our couch. All right. Anyway, that's good. I hope you were able to clean it up. Gratitude, guys. You want to start with some gratitude? Jason, where is your gratitude right now?
I actually thought about this when I woke up this morning. I'm thankful for this combination of not too uncomfortable cold, the sun, and the slight breeze. I hurt my back 2 days ago doing like Instagram stretches at the gym. I'm really mad about that. It's actually really like weighing down on me. Like I don't like being injured. And just being outside right now just kind of takes some of that away.
I'm so glad. I'm sorry you're hurt.
Oh, it's okay. We got better.
What was the stretch that got you?
Well, like when you go on Instagram, there's like fitness influencers that do all these like crazy stretches. Like, they got arrows like pointing to the back and the thing that you want to stretch.
Yeah.
I was trying to get like my lumbars and my piriformis, and I thought I'd been doing really good. Like I thought I was like I'm hanging upside down. I got like those boots that you can hang upside down with. I'm doing like kettlebell rollouts and stretches, and I thought I was doing awesome. And then it's like just like this weird, just like bending over stretch, and I felt like a little yank. I was so mad.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Dom, can you give us a muscle that we don't know about? Do you know the name of a muscle that we have no clue? Yeah, I don't really either.
No.
Whatever muscle you pulled, I'm so sorry that happened.
The lumbar-ish, lower back.
No, what was the other? What was
right
the other one you
side
said?
specifically?
What was the other one?
Piriformis.
Piriformis. Where is that? What's the piriformis?
I think that's like the muscle that like rides the ridge of your hip bone.
Oh, all right.
I think that's what it is. That's what Instagram told me. I don't know.
Good. All right. Piriformis. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see. Oh, piriformis. Oh, it actually is. So this is like if you're doing a little stretchy, if you're doing a little stretch right here, right? You want to get that out?
That one on more on the side, like on the side of the hip.
This right
in
here.
That little pocket where like between your hip bone and your hip joint. Yeah, down there more.
Located partially on the posterior wall of the lesser pelvis. Don't call my pelvis lesser, and particularly partially posterior to the hip joint. Okay, so Jason pulled this.
No, on the back.
Oh,
it's on the
Jason
back.
pulled. What were you doing, man? How are you doing both?
I'm not even gonna try to show you guys on. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna. Here we go. Okay. So.
This is how you did it? Is this the stretch that Instagram taught you?
If this is like the box that you do box jumps on, it's like I had my leg up here and I had a kettlebell in this hand, and I was like going down this way to stretch like the back and the butt, and I went down too far for like the first one. That's when I pulled it.
Oh, got it. All right. Well, if we've learned anything, stop moving your body, people. It's only going to injure you. All right. Anyway, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was a good little segment. I'm sorry you're hurt. I hope that gets better. Keep moving though. Don't stop moving. That's the thing. Everyone gets injured. Yes. They stop moving.
Ron, the psoas area. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
All right.
The PSOAS. That muscle in there. That whole complex area. Yeah.
Dom, have you pulled anything? Dom, hold on. Dom's a lot more active than we might even realize. Dom is out there lifting windows and stuff.
I think I'm a lot less active than you guys think.
Wait, but you're on active construction sites. If anything, you're doing step ups. You're kind of doing little shimmies to get through places, right? That has to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing all that stuff yesterday. Yes, very true.
All right. Well, good.
I climb all. You know, I climb up a lot, but nothing too major. And yes, on occasion I will unload a truck of windows, but it's not as often as you'd think.
I feel like
you
it's
try to
probably
help out whenever I can.
Yeah, I could see you. I could see you helping out for sure. All right. That was Jason's Dom, we missed your gratitude. Where are you at today?
Oh, I think I went a little simple today. Just, you know, I just was reflecting on just being grateful for all the people in my life. I think we've touched on this a lot, but just the relationships, just building relationships, emphasizing, you know, relationships and time with the people that I have, you guys, family, friends, even my team. Like it's a strange thing, like going from like just working with people to actually like, you know, enjoying time with people that I work with, like just sitting there getting to know people, you know, hanging out with them, like what have you, just to, you know, it's funny how much it changes when you just like change your dialogue with them and actually tell them like, I appreciate you, or thank you for doing that, or like when you change what you say to them, like it's almost like your attitude towards them, or like having them in your life. It just kind of changes the environment that you work in, and I've really been enjoying that lately.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes you are very good at having people feel and be seen.
I'm definitely improving in that area, yeah, and getting better at it, 100%.
I love that I don't know you any way other than that.
I know.
Yeah. Plus, good on you for fostering those relationships, Don. That's good to do in all your environments.
Dom, do you stay organized in your reach out, in your connection? Do you have a list of your people and you kind of like hit one each day kind of thing? Do you wait until it pops up in your head? How do you make it happen?
I started with a list, but it got like out of control. So now just like whenever I have free time, or like in between meetings or something, I'll scroll through, the messages, the open message boxes in my phone, and just kind of like, swipe to the bottom and see whom I haven't, reached out to in a while, or see if there's anything that I haven't like followed up on or whatever.
Yeah. Who's that guy? Oh God.
I'm in a parking lot. This guy parked right next to me.
I got more scared than I thought you were about to get attacked.
No, same thing happened yesterday.
Okay, got it. I feel like my heart just dropped. Whew. All right, Dom's okay, everyone. Dom is safe.
He parks right here, and then he goes for a walk on the Strand, and then he'll
Oh, do you know him?
Nah, I've just seen him around.
Is he a dad?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so. He's kind of younger, so
I want him sitting in your passenger seat in a conversation with us by the end of the year. I think that'd be great. No, Dom, you are very good. Plus, it's not just you good at reaching out, but I think your energy and everything you say is always just so amazing, and so it's always so great and appreciated.
Thank you.
So thanks for being you.
Did you share your other gratitude, Ryan? Because I think you had like two today.
Yeah, I didn't know. So I for a long time have wanted to I've wanted for a long time just to be in like one place, wake up, have my own kind of thing going on with like this podcast, with work and all that kind of stuff. And I really try hard to, make a space in our small apartment, in our bedroom. This is my little office space. I want to have no change whatsoever. I want to get up at the same time every morning and kind of make these things work. And I get really frustrated when it's not that. But this morning was a reminder of how beneficial it is to just change your environments. And I talk about it so often in, my professional world with people too. But, I really felt stuck yesterday with a few things that I was trying to get done and I couldn't get done. And then I was kind of like forced out this morning to come see clients here in person. But, I think being forced out of your environment is such a necessary thing. And it was such a helpful thing for me to remember, being, okay, although you might want to every morning have the same routine, it's not healthy for you and it's not really beneficial for you. So I was just really grateful for that. And I think sometimes I even give Lauren a hard time. Like, I just want to have the same routine every single day, whatever. And I know that you want to be here and blah, blah, blah. But no, I just have to make sure that I'm taking that moment to be like, no, it's a good thing. It's helpful to get pushed out of your environment, either mental or physical. So that's my gratitude today. It was definitely good. It was also a really chilly bike ride into the city this morning. It was 35 degrees and I love seasons. I love appreciating the seasons. So, when summer ends, winter's here, trees go dormant only to come back and be more beautiful. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. That's my gratitude.
Well said.
Thanks, man. We've been having a challenge. We've been having a challenge with the Daily Dads, and if no one is up on this, we've had a 24-ounce challenge my friends, my people. 24 ounces of vegetable and fruit in a day. It's a challenge. It's been going for like a week right now. We definitely have a winner for this week, and every week we're breaking it down, and the winner is getting their own prize mailed to them. Now, the winner tends to be in our groups almost the same person every single time. So I've sent someone down to take him out by the knees, but that's okay because it still pushes us all, and that's really good. But I want to just say that I'm always just so impressed and happy, and I'm grateful for when so many people kind of get involved in that kind of thing. But the one thing I wanted to say is this: is that a lot of these challenges, I said it yesterday in the group, a lot of these things become so boring and monotonous. And it's true. A lot of nutrition challenges, it's like, let's eat healthy for a certain amount of time. It's like, oh God, but it should be that. It should be boring. But I'm so appreciative, and I love when I see people really kind of accepting the fact that it is boring, and it is something where you're not going to be perfect, and it is something where you're improving your health over time. But I love to see when people really kind of fall in and out of these things. When someone remains so perfect, Robbie, it's hard to, really think that we can all be that way. We can, but we're not going to be most of the time. So I just want to say, like, I'm so impressed with so many dads and moms that are in there, and with the challenges, with posting a picture, with kind of keeping track of how you're actually eating. You're doing so good for yourself. I want to push everyone to take one more step forward with it, especially here, is I want everyone just to make sure that it's the conversation that you're actually having with your kids or someone else in your life, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a friend, with your kids in particular. What are you doing, mom and dad? I see you kind of weighing out a piece of food. And I think the most important thing I just want to get across here is that when our kids see us doing this kind of thing, or they even see us, because I had this conversation with someone about, like, well, I don't want my kids to see me weighing food in the scale. And I said, but why are you weighing food in the scale? And they were afraid, like, well, because they're, it's going to be something where they think that they have to, only eat so much. I'm like, yeah, but you're not doing that. You're weighing your food, know that you are eating enough. And that's important. So I want to make sure that everyone just kind of hears that, one, you're doing a great job. You're not going to be perfect, but share it with someone else, please. Like, show someone, because I think that it makes these small changes. It's not going to make you feel superhuman in a week, but it is going to make things, your future self is going to thank you. And I just thank you guys for being so involved in it. It makes me so excited. My heart, it flutters a little bit, it's right here. It hits me. It hits me. Thank you.
Ryan, where do we get involved in that?
Not now, Jason, you're late.
I know I'm really late, but I need more veggies. I'm failing.
No, it's
failing.
That's definitely good.
Challenge that I go through seasons with.
Yeah, that's the thing. We all go through seasons, and that's okay. I don't know what handle you're using these days to invite you into the group. Which handle you are?
For what app?
X.
What social? What social should I use?
We're largely on X. Here, I just invited you. You're not even a premium account, Jason.
No blue check for me.
I'm not either, but I'll never be, so I'm fine with
you
that.
Guys are premium in my heart, which is all about today. Hard pivots.
Hard pivots.
Segways. Who needs segways?
Do you guys feel like a chauffeur to your kids?
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like that's a negative. That's something we got to do. There was a thought I had about it. I saw something online. I don't know when it was, about how, like, when, like, you first start dating somebody, or maybe you first started dating your wife, it's like text messages might all be like lovey-dovey, and then over time, like, I think it was like a word cloud somebody did over like 5 years, and as the relationship went on, the text messages went from those lovey messages to more like, when will you be back? What do you want for dinner? Leaving now, en route, like those kind of things. The same kind of thing happens with, like, kid parent friends, where your text messages slowly change from, hey, what are you doing tonight? To like, you got kids today? I got pickup, something like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, now, like, at this point, like, me and my girl's friends' parents were like this little network of, like, free Uber drivers that just network to make sure the kids get to where they want to go.
I am so grateful right now that David said this. He said, I miss being a chauffeur to the kids. I was thinking about you, David. I was thinking about parents who might not have this opportunity anymore. That's really what today is all about. And just to make sure, for all of our new watchers, we've been getting a good number of people that are over on X and all over the place. But I wanted to make sure that it was something. I wanted to make sure that I was getting a different perspective, because it is hard. Jason, you're so right. Is like we kind of lose perspective on like what we're actually able to do, or what the opportunity that we're actually having. And so I was thinking, but what if we didn't have it, right? I was also thinking about someone else in our community who doesn't really show up here as much. I didn't know this, but maybe I did. I'm not sure. I think he lost a daughter, is what it looks like from some of his more recent posts. We've also had other people in our group who have lost a daughter or a child. But the idea of whether they grow out of this opportunity or we just don't have them in life anymore, it's so hard. And so, Jason, you're kind of mentioning like how it turns into this, all right, I got pickup. It just turns into pickup, right?
Yeah. And it's not that it's monotonous. It's like, yeah, there's sometimes when I'm tired, but kind of like how David said, there's going to be a day where you give them their last ride somewhere. Just like there's going to be a day where you pick them up the last time, or you tuck them in the last time, or you read to them the last time. So this is, taking them places is one of those things that is finite. So enjoy it while it lasts.
Dom, can I ask? I think, Dom, you have a great perspective. I know that you are such a beneficial person to have within this discussion, because I know how much you're busting your butt away from your family at least 4 days a week. You're chauffeuring less during the week, but then I must say, like, I see you taking such advantage of the time that you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday with your family, whether it's, driving 7 hours, whether it's camping, whether it's, getting out for a walk with the kids, whatever's going on. Do you find that it's something that you kind of miss with that chauffeuring back and forth during the week? I'm sure your wife is doing a lot of it right now, right?
Yeah, I do. Like before we moved away, I would be available because we used to live only about 5 minutes away from work. So I used to be able to, take them to school in the mornings and then go to work. If my wife ever needed me, because we had a baby at that time, I could always split away from work and go do something for them. So yeah, I do miss it at times for sure. But yeah, when I'm home, I make a point to, do everything that I can for them, chauffeuring them around, or, just hanging out and maximizing my time with them as much as I can. And like everyone said, I mean, you only get it for so long. The good news is just like how you can shift or reframe your, the chauffeuring around to be a good thing. Like I was thinking the other day is like, everything has an end, but when something ends, something else opens. So I'm sure, like David's point there about like how he's not chauffeuring them around to soccer practice or to school or anything like that. But now and it kind of made me laugh, but he gets the daddy Uber call when they've gone out clubbing for the night and they are, I'm assuming too drunk to drive home. And he gets that time with them then. And I'm sure that is met with some laughter, some, parenting, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't drink so much, or I'm sure that's and still an experience that he's having with them, that made me laugh and smile at the same time. And just thinking, the old phrase, like when one door closes, another door opens. So you end a period or a season with your child, and then you get to experience the next one, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think that is such a good reminder too. We talked about this. I forget what day this was. I don't think it was yesterday, but we talked about like kids being comfortable enough to call. I mean, I know a lot of kids that probably wouldn't call their parents to be like, we're at the club and we've had some alcohol and we need a ride home. So David, kudos to you for creating an environment where your kids want to be able to call you, feel comfortable enough to actually come pick them up. Man, I can only wish that. I think that's going to be amazing. But that also starts when they're young, right? So that you're not kind of putting guilt or shame or, burdening them with certain thoughts if they're kind of going out and clubbing. I mean, depends on how old they are. But I did love, it was a good reminder. I loved how also Ryan Holiday here, he entitled today, by the way, just "You should like being the chauffeur," which kind of made me throw up in my mouth a little bit when I first read it, because I was like, ugh, like, okay, all right, let's find something positive today. But it's true. I mean, that's what we do here. That's I think the point of all this. But he breaks these down into three different things. And then what we're talking about is what he said third. He said, third, as many parents with older kids will tell you, something changes when kids are in the car with you. Suddenly, you're not the parent, you're just a companion. Kids will share and say things in the car they wouldn't say anywhere else. And really, this is the point I was trying to get to. Or better, if their friends are with them in the car too, you fade into the background. Kind of makes me feel sad. But I also get excited because I'm like, I like when I fade into the background and I see my child, starting to become a different person with their friends. Maybe they weren't as comfortable or showing, or like I didn't give them the environment to show them that different side of themselves. But he says, or better, if their friends are with them in the car too, you fade into the background. And suddenly you get to watch how your kid is with other people. You'll learn things about your own son or daughter that you'd never know otherwise. I love that. That's like exactly what I love to do, because I'm such an observer sometimes in my kid's life, and I was like, when do I get to do that? And this is that time. So I thought it was really good. I liked it as a reminder. I mean, today is a reminder about taking advantage of these moments. So it's a good one. I hope I don't get sued for reading this book verbatim. I don't think I will. I think it'll be okay.
You're good. Yeah, I like what Ron said, and I actually thought about that too when I was reading this as well. And I think Ryan Holiday points it out a couple of times, but Seinfeld has this thing about garbage time, about appreciating not just the camping trips or the big memory moments like Christmas morning, but appreciating what Seinfeld calls the garbage time. So all the other time where you're just kind of sitting there, or you're doing the dishes and they come and ask you a question, just chauffeuring them, watching them do whatever they're doing, just all the moments that you have with your kids, good and bad. Very, very good reframe.
Ron, a good reminder to just listen. Ron and I had a conversation on the VeeDads podcast a while ago. Ron talking about the soft skills that he has in business that he brings into parenting. And one thing in particular was listening to your kids. And I thought that, I think we all want to do that. We know to do it, but it's just a good reminder to always make that happen. So, man, what a rich couch we have with Ron on here, David on here, dropping some fire and all that, MP in here, probably drinking some great coffee from one of his mugs with all the stickers on it. And so it's always appreciated. We love it. Good read today.
Yeah, simple one. Simple. Very simple.
Simple, but it's a good reminder. I think lately, I don't know why, I've been thinking more about not having these opportunities. I don't think I'd be thinking about that if I wasn't reading this book or just kind of talking these things out.
I think it's a good example of a really good way to start a day that maybe not be starting out the best. I feel a lot better than I did half an hour ago. So
yeah,
grateful for that.
Nice. Is mom still there?
Yeah, she's here.
When is she there? When's she leaving?
I think next week.
Oh, nice. Well, so it's just, it sounds open-ended. I wasn't sure if she was coming home at any point.
Oh, no, she was here to kind of give a hand with Kristen after the degree, and just hanging out with the kids. She helps out a lot, even though she gets really tired. but that's appreciated.
We all know having kids is tiring. Now we know. Now we know, right, Mom? Sorry, we definitely know it's tiring now. All right, guys. Well, 9:01, 6:01 on the West Coast. Well, 7:01 where Jason is. This is great. I love this. We span the country. Guys, take on the morning with all the happiness and gratitude that you definitely can. I hope that your mugs stay full of coffee and your hearts full of gratitude. Thank you for starting the day with us. We'll see you soon.
See you guys.
Love you guys. Cheers.